What's the worst dirty talk you've ever heard in bed? While I lived in a dorm, there were a few of us having drinks in the lounge and the girl next door started getting railed by whoever she was with at the time. No problem. About 5 minutes later she steps up the volume and all we can hear is cripple me. Cripple me. Yes. Judge me by my size, do you hum? This was an amateur PRN. The guy was F-king her in the ass. And she was yelling yes. Baby. FCK my ass. I know you can do it. I believe in you. I saw one where the MILF says yeah. You like mama's shit, don't you? Yeah FCK me daddy. She meant it. So naturally I responded with, yeah gimme that PSSY mommy. Kinda ruined the moment. So although I technically wasn't involved, I still heard it. And it is to this day the funniest dirty talk I have ever heard. My housemate had her boyfriend over for Valentine's Day. They had just gotten out of the shower together and things progressed to the bedroom. I was sitting in the dining room and started hearing the sounds of their amorous activities. Sounds grew louder as time went on. Finally, at what I assume was the climax, her boyfriend began panting. Basically huffing and puffing before shouting, Who? Happy Valentine's Day. This was followed by an extremely awkward pause and a very small what? Full stop. Her boyfriend left the house about 5 minutes later. A guy told me you look so beautiful right now. More beautiful than I've ever seen you. Dot. Which would have been nice. Except it was pitch black. My boyfriend and I had just spent all day moving into a new place without stopping to eat. We were starving, but also wanted a quickie before going to get something to eat. We began making out. Hands started wandering. And then the dirty talk began. He looked me square in the eyes and said, think of all of the food we're going to eat. I'd never been so turned on. Bonus story. We were camping once, and therefore hadn't been keeping up with our normal hair removal upkeep. He went down on me and I said, ow. Your beard is scratching me. He said, your beard is scratching me too. We have been doing this for a while, can we just stop, ex-girlfriend? Dirty talk. Me once. Blanking. We both busted out laughing. I've been searching for the source for the last month, but I watched a BBC on BBWPRN and this huge black dude yelled at the top of his lungs, take my new would be yike. He was hilarious and he was still 10 minutes away from the cum shit. Yeah, that's great. You're doing great. Keep it up, like she was my high school gym coach or something. Oh. Ethan. Great moves. Keep it up. Proud of you. An ex of mine at one point in time said, yeah. That's it. Now pull it out and stick your tiny dick in my asshole. Asterisk. F-king what? I don't have a tiny dick. Needless to say, I lost my boner. And completely killed the mood. I once had a crush on a friend which ended in rejection. And heartbreak. A year later, he started asking if I wanted to fool around. Assuming I'd say yes. We were in a dorm, and since I was about to move out and not have to run into him every day, I did say yes, and in the middle of us having sex, he starts saying, is this what you wanted? Is this what you want? My poor little heart broke because when I liked him, I wanted to hold his hand. Not have sloppy drunk sex with the lights off. Moaning FCK yes Dylan. Definitely not my name. And that's how I found out she was cheating. Sorry. Man. Didn't know she was dating someone else. Having a MFM threesome with a girl and her indigenous Australian BF. You like this abo cock, you Captain Cook CNT. Another was getting a German girl to talk dirty in German while F-king. After we broke up, she revealed she wasn't saying anything SY. Girl broke out, I wanna have your abortion. I almost choked. Didn't realize it was a line from Fight Club, book and movie outtake, and she was trying to be funny. Better than I haven't been F-ked like that since grade school. Maya once said he wanted to FCK me in the arse and I said rut roh in my best Scooby-Doo voice. Him falling about laughing kind of spoiled the mood a bit. Reminds me of the time my so asked if we could have sex, so I grabbed his dick like it was a mick and in my best Obama voice I said yes we can. It came out really accurate and we were both laughing way too much to get on with having sex. Waited 4 years to tell this story to the world. Was dating a beautiful SI. Way out of my class, she's so hot kinda girl. We've only had sex about 3 times at this time and every time we did she just lay there. No real sounds made. Would bit her lip and quietly moan. That was about it. Well, I thought okay, that's it. This is boring. Time to spice it up. So I yell at her, talk dirty to me. Talk dirty to me. About 30 seconds goes by and she screams out, you're a scary monster. You're a scary monster. I want to be a single mother. You mean the panties your mother laid out for you? My wife never has gotten the hang of dirty talk. Some of her best ones yet are. I know you want to poo, stick it in my pee hole. Long talk after this one on anatomy. I can't wait to have you come on my penis. She don't have a penis. Comma, I love it when you make me a milkshake. That is brilliant. I want to watch you caress your tulip. I laughed. A lot. My ex wanted me to make the Chewbacca noise during sex. I obliged. So my boyfriend came in my mouth and to be SI he asked me how does it taste? I don't know what was wrong with me that day, but I just grinned and said my compliments to the chef. We had a hard time F-king after that one. While going down on her. Her? Moaning, give it to me please. Me. What? Her? Normal voice. I said give it to me please. Me. Oh. Never. Ever. Ask what? When someone is dirty talking. Just F-king move on and pretend you heard lol. She kept saying shut the FCK up and I wasn't saying anything. Super awkward since she looked off to her left when she said it. Like to someone I couldn't see. But she could. Not so much dirty talk. But I had sex with a girl that wanted me to call her a different name. The name of her roommate. It was really weird. But it would really turn her on. But then whenever I accidentally said her real name, she would get upset and say, that's not my name. It was some of the weirdest sex I have ever had. It was both really great and at the same time uncomfortable. At what point did you realize that you were having sex with her roommate? Stay there. I want to slide my knife into you. There were no Zul shenanigans after that. Let me tell you. H what? You look a lot like your mum. Okay. Not technically dirty talk. But I was inside her at the time. Edit. I'm a man. Are you feeling it now? Mr. Krabs? FCK me like my father. Girl said she liked me because I reminded her of her dad. Screamed daddy when we boned. Do not recommend. Not me but my buddy. He was in bed with his girlfriend. They'd been together for 4 months. Anyway, one time in bed she tells him, talk dirty to me baby. And he replied with, oh yeah, if only you were 15 years younger. She was 23. He legit did the math down to 8. Needless to say she ran right out of there. An ex of mine used to be really focused on his semen and sex but would also use really weird names or phrases to mention it. For example, referring to it as chum, like what you put in water to attract sharks, instead of cum. Or, oh, my F-kin balls. I'm gonna marinate your eggs in boy milk. Yikes. Does it count if I said it? So I was F-king this dude. And he just kept on saying you gotta catch up. Go faster. You gotta catch up. It was so bizarre. I had to ask what if I mustard? QSX grinding to a dead stop and him looking at me with the most disappointed face ever. Worth it. I started talking about climate change and got so upset that I couldn't finish. So. That. You're so damn hot. Like the Earthers. Getting and I can't do this. I need you to FCK Biggie Cheese. Mid-session yes. Yes. I want to bear your children. Never the same after that one. Can I sweep your chimney sir in a high-pitched Cockney voice? From an ex. Yeah. You wanna suck on my wiener? Started laughing my ass off. Couldn't continue. I somehow imagine Butters from South Park being your ex. Was getting a blowjob after F-king this girl in the ass. In between having my dick in her mouth she murmurs MMMMM my ass tastes good. Mate that is 10/10 dirty talk TBH. Yeah you like my tiny dick? His dick wasn't little at all. I think he was thinking of two different things to say and mixed it up. Me and GF. Her talk dirty to me. Me I wanna put your dick in my mouth realizes mistake. Shti no FCK I mean. Full stop. Stop looking at your dick. I'm a white male who has a black girlfriend. Yes a massa. Hard a massa. Take that ass like you did my ancestors. My girlfriend. It hurt my soul. The guy just basically said what was happening. As though I wasn't there and didn't know what the hell was going on. For example. We were doing an L and he just kept saying I'm F-king you in the ass. I'm F-king you in the ass. Full stop. I just responded with a yeah you are. Comma. But all I could think was why couldn't he say something less retro dead like do you like how I'm F-king you in the ass? Baby? And it sort of killed my mood a little. I also was deep throating him once and he exclaimed you're taking my cock in your mouth. Again. Obvious and pointless. But I initially misheard it as you've taken so many cocks in your mouth. Which made me so unexpectedly confused that I had to stop and clarify before resuming. Just saying you bad over and over. You do know that I told everyone I am with you tonight. Last girl I was with said penis Alet. Your penis feels so good inside me. I love your penis. Etc. Why does penis just sound so wrong in these contexts? It became real off-putting. Real quick. Both very drunk and just started banging. While listening to David Bowie. She yelled FCK me like it's the 80s. Full stop. Not that terrible. Just not sure how exactly to do that. Do I tear down your Berlin PSSY? Maybe FCK a rich person and hope the SX trickles down to you? Or pretend your twat is a black community? And I'm about to devastate it with my cock cocaine? Maybe put my dick in her ass and only take it out if she removes her dicks from Turkey? FCK if I know. It was the this is the music your parents F-ked to. That made me stop her. And very firmly tell her to never. F-king ever say some shitty like that again. Same night she accidentally flashed my aunt. And took a piss in my front yard. I had to chug like 4 shots pre-SX just to make it not seem date rappy. We're working on 2 years dating now. Love ya babe. Weird F-ka. You. Sometimes my boyfriend kisses my neck. Puts his finger over my lips and says SHHHHH. Don't be afraid. My girlfriend once literally made an intrigued Furby noise as I was getting undressed and that did a good bit towards killing my boner with giggling. He was always pressuring me to talk dirty. So I summoned every ounce of courage and closed my eyes and said something. Including the phrase little PSSY and this F-king jackass tells me it isn't little. I was super confused and he repeats that it isn't little. Like FCK man. He didn't even understand why I was upset. First you basically bully me into embarrassing myself. Then you call me loose. He couldn't figure out why I wanted him to leave and he couldn't figure out why I wouldn't sleep with him again. Don't stick your dick in crazy. And don't let dumb stick its dick in you. My ex-GF used to call me dirty daddy. Did not like that at all. Not necessarily dirty talk. But my ex was awful at trying to initiate sex. On many occasions he would flat out say to me, "You should take your clothes off." It usually felt unprompted too. It's not like we had been fooling around beforehand. Nah. That's doing nothing for me, bud. Man. If a guy just told me to take off my clothes, especially unprompted, that would turn me on a lot, tbh. You can come in me. I've had my tubes tied. In the midst of car sex. You're so much better than my boyfriend. We were both single, FCK me like a WH ray you paid for. While taken back a bit, I obliged. Fun night. Tongue punch my fart box. I wanna FCK you so f-king hard, like okay, but think of something a bit more imaginative. That's better than I could do. Well, I've only ever been in bed by myself, so I'll just go cry in bed. Hi. Albert here. Had an ex who meant to say, "You make me Randy. I want you to FCK me." Instead she says, "FCK me Randy." 3-second pause of awkwardness and we both laughed out loud. Is that big enough for you? It was not. Half-Life 3 will never exist. Yeah, you like that, you f-king retardee.